There are 7 days remaining. That's 1 week. Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back to the eastern wing of the Stinkbug Works. Well, looks like Big B got his run in today, and that puts him in, drumroll, 3rd place. That's right. But he's only 10 seconds out of 1st place and 1 second out of 2nd place. So Big B's doing quite well. He's going to run his Imperial pocket rocket. I'd love to get a hold of that thing and spray paint it up like an Imperial spaceship. God, it would take forever to do that, because you'd have to have like billions of little windows and lines and shit, but it would look like an Imperial pocket rocket. Anyway, if you notice in his run, he used an F1 boat that could really go around the corners quite quickly. Did you notice that? That his straight portions were pretty much a straight line, and then he'd whip around the corner. That's to your advantage in a challenge like this. 100 feet is short. I've done 50-foot challenges, but I've made the size of the boats kind of small that they could handle it. So for your run-of-the-mill size boats, stuff that, you have lying on the shelf, 100 feet is pretty tight, and just a single buoy is really hard. Now think about it. In the USA, racing, standby, is usually done around an oval circuit. And to define the oval, there are oftentimes 3 buoys on a corner, sometimes even more than that, to give you a nice round corner. And round works for a number of reasons. So that's the way American courses are set up. Now, the Europeans have their Naviga class, which was originally, it comes from eco, which meant economy. And anytime you do some sort of racing on an economy budget, it becomes the most expensive racing there is. And eco boats is quite the science in Europe. And they turn left and right, and they turn on a dime. And I think the course is like a triangle, and you come in and you do the triangle this way, and then you do the triangle that way, and you're done, or something like that. So these boats have to be fast and have to be turning on a dime. They would do quite well in 100-foot straight with a real tight corner. So that's why I suggested that early on. But the submerged drives never really caught on here in the States. Everybody likes surface drive boats. I can't blame them, but submerged drives have their places like this. This one's place is not to go fast. This one's place is to, hey, check me out. I'm a pirate. Marg. That's this one's job. Actually, this one's job is to sit up on the table there and attract bystanders while I go run the other boats. There you go. So, pretty good. I've finished painting my steering wheel. I need some red paint for the ball here. And the gas caps are ready to go on. I still have to make the little thingy goes from here into that hole. And I'm not quite sure how I want to do that. And the more I think about it, the more I like magnets. That's what holds this in. That's what this black thing is here. It's a magnet. I can just drop that in and it snaps into place. And Takes a little bit of effort to pull it out, but I can pull it out. So I'm thinking maybe the same thing with the steering wheel, that I could have it sort of floating around loose. Because remember, Captain Jack's holding it with this hand, even though I did break his fingers off. Sorry, Jack. So, at least he can get his hand around the wheel now. So I'm thinking if I had some little bit of adjustability in the wheel, so if I had it on with a magnet, I could tweak it a little bit. We'll have to see. I will first make the steering column, but I'll make it in such a way that the column base can be steel. I may make the column out of aluminum and then just put a steel pin in it that can go through this hole. You notice the hole is slightly ovaled, and I think that's to get some angle of dangle on the wheel. It appears that way to me, but who am I? I'm just this guy that talks on YouTube. He talks about boats on YouTube, and that's all he talks about. So there you go, boys and girls. It's the latest. You've got 7 days. Big B's in the competition. There should be more coming up. And that's about it. Until next time, jet out.